Hello, Dr. Kohler. Thank you for speaking with me and my classmates. I'm interested in science. Could you please tell me a little bit about your career path and what you do at Seattle Children's?
Wonderful. I'm so happy to be here today and talking to you. So my name is Rhea Kohler. I grew up in the Caribbean on the island of Trinidad. And after graduating from high school, I attended university in Canada, in Montreal, and then went on to graduate schools both in London as well as locally here at the University of Washington in Seattle. When I graduated from McGill University, I was lucky to get an entry-level position at an epidemiology center that was funded by the World Health Organization. And very soon after I joined this epidemiology center, we were informed that there were dead monkey carcasses in the forests, in the mountain areas of Trinidad. And so I was part of the team that went on to investigate what was happening with these monkey carcasses. And it was the sheer epidemiological investigation that occurred, finding the monkey carcasses, speaking to the villagers surrounding the forest areas where the monkeys were found, hearing about some of the symptoms that the local villagers had, and then trying to compile, an index case, a case report based on the information that we got regarding the distribution of the symptoms, the cases that were involved. That whole investigation process is actually what fueled my interest in global health. And very soon I realized I was hooked on this career, and then pursued a degree in public health, subsequent to doing some studies in medical parasitology at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. At Seattle Children's, I'm continuing my work in global health in that my team and I are developing vaccines for tuberculosis, which is one of the big infectious disease killers. And we're also involved in vaccine development for non-tuberculous mycobacteria as well as COVID-19. So yes, so the big killers that are affecting us internationally.
What I want to know is, what is your favorite thing about working at Seattle Children's?
So I think of myself as having the best job. I absolutely love coming to work every day, and I really mean that. I get to do two really fun things. I get to take care of kids, and kids usually get better, and it's really fun to watch that, and I think it's really a privilege to be able to be working with families when their children are sick and helping them through that journey. I also love my science, and I think about this all the time because I'm so passionate about the work that I do. I think science is incredibly creative. I think it demands a lot of problem solving, and I think it really requires curiosity. So I get to think a lot. I get to work on hard problems. I also get to discover things, which all of you are probably doing in your science labs also, and that's a really fun thing to be doing and to be able to call that a job.
Do you have any advice for a future scientist such as myself?
I have so much advice for future scientists. First of all, science is the best career choice you can ever make. It's the most fun thing to do. And when I think about science, I often think that being a scientist means you should think like a kid. So kids are curious. They're interested in the world around them. They ask a lot of questions. They think about really creative solutions to problems, and they like to be creative. They like to design new ideas, to test new ideas. And when I watch kids, when I watch my own kids or I talk to kids, they're constantly operating as scientists in their world. So the best advice I would give to any of you who want to go into science is keep doing what you're doing. Stay really curious. Keep asking questions about your world. Keep challenging assumptions that you're making or other people are making, and try to stay really creative. I really believe that as a scientist, you can do your best work when you understand lots of different fields. So in science, you need to learn how to write. You need to learn how to communicate your ideas and your findings to other people in a way that they'll understand. You need to understand math, and you need to understand physics. And you need to understand all different kinds of things that are happening in the world, and that will make you a better scientist in the long run.